This is one of the goofiest monsters I think I've ever seen. GameMasters here, and today we're talking about the Goon Balloon found in Dungeons & Dragons Spelljammer's Creatures Monstrous Compendium. This thing resembles a large beach ball. Well, not in color, but in shape. It's round, but has tiny little chicken-like feet and unblinking eyes all over it. It's roughly 5 foot in diameter and is more or less a large air sac that can speak by pumping out air of its mouth, which is located on its underside. When it is killed or dies, a noxious gas bursts forth from its corpse, which can poison nearby creatures. Now, they are quite mean-spirited, and as such, I can easily see a swarm of goon balloons luring in a party, but then pouncing on a few designated balloons, purposely popping them to release their poisonous gas. Now, before we jump into the Goon Balloon's stat block, I'd love to ask that if you're enjoying this video, to please give it a thumbs up. It gives me a +1 bonus to the YouTube algorithm, and I thank you kindly. The Goon Balloon is a medium aberration, typically of evil alignment. It has an armor class of 10 and has 1d8 plus 2 hit points. It has a strength of 11, a constitution of 14, its intelligence is 11, its wisdom is 14, and its charisma is a measly 4. It has damage vulnerability to piercing, which makes sense, it's just a big air sac, and is a challenge rating of 1/8. Yep, fighting one of these on its own should pose little problems to the party. It's when they're in a swarm that you have to be careful. Speaking of swarm, actually, hold that thought. I'll return to the swarm of goon balloons in just a moment. It has an ability called Burst. When this thing drops to 0 hit points, it will release a noxious gas in a 10-foot radius. Creatures must make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw, else they are poisoned for 1 minute. The Goon Balloon is also of unusual nature, meaning it does not need to breathe, eat, or drink. For actions, it has multi-attack, allowing it to make 2 claw attacks with those little chicken feet, dishing out 1d6 slashing damage. It also has Scintillating Eye, a magical kaleidoscope light, much like what you'd see reflect off a disco ball, emanates from one of its eyes as the Goon Balloon targets a creature. That creature must make a DC 12 Wisdom save, else it takes 1d12 psychic damage. The Goon Balloon also has a bonus action called Float. Float allows it to move vertically up 20 feet in one direction without provoking opportunity attacks. If it ends its turn in the air, it just kind of hovers in place. It cannot be knocked prone while it's like this. However, I would think that it would be a prime target for a very well-placed arrow, but you got to be careful who is underneath, as that poison gas would disperse, and it'd probably be the DM's call if the gas started to sink down towards the ground. The Goon Balloon's body would certainly drop at that point if it died. A few moments ago, I mentioned about a Goon Balloon swarm, a large group of them. Rules don't exactly exist in an official capacity for swarms in 5th edition, and not in Spelljammer that we know of. However, a video or so back, we covered Swarms in the Multiverse, a new book by Splinterverse. It provides a great method for crafting swarms. If you'd like to see more on crafting your own swarm of goon balloons or other creatures in general, you can check out this video. I cannot wait for Spelljammer to get here, so I'm thankful that we have a sampling of monsters from that setting to play with. What are you most looking forward to when Spelljammer releases? Let me know in the comments below, and until next our paths cross, may you not encounter a multi-eyed beach ball.